And good morning. It's January 19th, Wednesday, another time for Words from the Pastor. Um, the thought I wanted to leave with us today is focused on St. Francis de Sales, whose feast day is coming up on the 24th, just a week or so before, even less than a week before the Feast of Don Bosco. Actually, 1 week to the day before the Feast of Don Bosco. And our celebration of the Feast of Don Bosco, which is Don Bosco Festival, coming up on the 28th to the 30th. We know that Don Bosco's feast day is actually the 31st, but we move it to the nearest Sunday so that we as a faith family here at Mary Help can celebrate our founder and our spiritual father. The question comes, why are we called Salesians? Why did Don Bosco choose Salesians? Well, there are many reasons, a number of reasons at least. One of them was the Marcelino Sperolo and the Refugio, where he first began his work, where he first gathered his young people. It was a school for girls that he, after working with the girls, he would bring in his boys there at the Refugio. Well, the Marcellinos had a devotion to St. Francis de Sales, but he had already had one even before then. Even as a seminarian, a young seminarian, his confessor, Father John Baptist Giacomelli, his confessor from 1873 to 1888, was a classmate of his in the seminary. He tells that even at that early age, at that early stage in his formation, there was another boy in his class named John Bosco. So to differentiate themselves, one John Bosco called himself Nepolo, which means hard or knotty wood, but St. John Bosco called himself Sales, Bosco Sales. Instead of Bosco Nepolo, he called himself Bosco Sales, after St. Francis de Sales. Means bendable or pliable or flexible wood like a willow. So even at that early age, and then certainly just before his ordination, he wrote 9 resolutions, and the 4th resolution was that he would emulate the gentleness and the charity of St. Francis de Sales, that they would be his guide. Certainly, so we see even at an early age, at a young age, Don Bosco had a devotion to St. Francis de Sales, and he saw in him the necessary qualities that to successfully work with young people and to educate young people were very evident in the life of St. Francis de Sales. Not discipline and not teaching with fear and with discipline, with corporal punishment, but with love, with that loving kindness as a part of his spirituality, as part of his pedagogy. And he emulated it, he took that, and he wanted us to imitate that from St. Francis de Sales. As we draw closer to the feast of St. Francis de Sales, and likewise to the feast of St. John Bosco, these are qualities with anyone who has any children, anyone who has ever been a child, can understand and appreciate that system. You know, the wonder of St. Francis de Sales is that how popular he is, doctor of the church, one of the 36 doctors of the church, how his writings really make it, people still find his writings so approachable, so understandable, so easy to take into their own lives. The first book he wrote, The Introduction to a Devout Life, was written for a young married woman with a family. You know, he wanted to make approaching God and love of God something so simple, something that everyone is called to. You know, we hear about us being called to be saints. Well, he thought that was something that was our destiny, our mission in life through our baptism, to become a saint and to walk with God every day of our life. And that it was possible for every man, no matter what walk of life, no matter what state that they were in, no matter what condition they lived in, we were all called to be saints and to walk with God in our life. And how to do it, he made it easy. He made it easily understandable, and he made God approachable. And so as we move ahead in this month of January, a very Salesian month, I ask you all to look at St. Francis de Sales, read a little something about St. Francis de Sales, and maybe to develop that same love for this wonderful saint that Don Bosco had, and he wanted all of us Salesians to emulate, to imitate, to model ourselves on. Sales, the St. Francis de Sales, the patron saint of kindness, of loving kindness. You know? And as was said, I've heard it said, the difference between kindness and loving kindness, that amore volezza that Don Bosco talked about, the difference is this, is that I heard it said that a boy wanting a piece of bread, hungry for a piece of bread, was given a piece of bread. That was kindness. But if you put jam on it, that's loving kindness. There's something extra. That's something from the heart, not just a matter of just doing the basic necessary Christian call, but going over and above and beyond what kindness calls us to. Kindness from the heart. May we emulate that in our families, and through our families in our faith, and with every relationship that is a part of our life, to emulate this wonderful quality of St. Francis de Sales that Don Bosco saw so clearly and wanted to be a part of our life. May it be a part of yours as well. Keep us in your prayers. Stay safe, stay well, and if as we approach the Feast of Don Bosco, please remember all of our activities on the 28th, the Friday evening, the gala dinner. There's still time to buy a ticket if you want to buy a ticket for that dinner. It's a fundraiser for us, so please consider that. It's from 6 to 9. Please consider the 29th rather, which is a Saturday, and that is a yard sale we have here at Mary Help. And then please consider come and join us at least on Sunday. If not for the other events, hopefully the other events, but if not for that, join us on Sunday. We have a 10 a.m. Mass. We put aside our other Masses on Sunday so that we can celebrate as one faith family this particular wonderful celebration of our founder, St. John Bosco, and to remind ourselves of the blessings that he brought not only to us, but to the church and to the world. God bless you all. Mary, Help of Christians, pray for us. Mary, Help of Christians, pray for you. God bless you all.